There are some plants that seem as though they belong to another age. When you notice them, you seem to notice something beyond just their shape or color. They seem to be full of stories. The asphodel is one of these plants. When I first saw it, I thought it looked magical, like something a wizard might forage for a healing potion. But when I began researching it, I discovered that beneath its beautiful appearance was a much older and darker story. Welcome to the Painter's Field Notes, where I explore the plants and wildlife I paint, their biology, their folklore, and the stories humans have carried with them through time. Today, I'll be painting the asphodel and exploring both the plant itself and the myths that have grown around it. The asphodel belongs to the family Asphodelaceae within the order Asparagales, the same broader plant group that includes the familiar aloe plants. It is native throughout the Mediterranean region and extends into parts of Central and Western Asia, where it grows in sunny, open landscapes like grasslands. The plant begins with a group of long, narrow leaves growing from the base. These leaves have parallel veins, a feature common among many monocot plants, including lilies and grasses. It has 6 tepals, not petals. Tepal is the term we use when petals and sepals are indistinguishable from one another. Before continuing with its botanical curiosities, let's explore the stories that humans have woven around this plant. In ancient Greek mythology, the asphodel became closely associated with the world of the dead. Through Homer's Odyssey, the asphodel meadows became known as a region of the underworld, a place where ordinary souls wandered after death, a place of memory and echoes. Because of this association, the asphodel became connected with mourning and burial traditions. I was surprised to discover its connection with the underworld, but perhaps that contrast is what makes it so beautiful. While painting, I noticed something else. When we draw a flower, we often put the main bloom at the very top of the stem, but the asphodel does something different. Instead of one large flower appearing at the highest point, it grows a tall cluster of buds, with flowers blooming gradually along the stem as it grows. This led me to discover something called acropetal succession. Acropetal means towards the top. In an indeterminate flowering structure, which means that it can keep growing as long as it has resources, the growing tip continues producing new flowers, so the youngest flowers appear higher up, while older flowers remain lower down. This is a clever strategy because it allows the plant to extend its flowering period by not opening every flower at once. It also helps the plant manage its energy over time. It's a small detail, but one that reveals a much larger story about how plants grow and survive. And this is one of the reasons I love painting plants and learning about them. The asphodel has been many things throughout history. It's a wildflower of Mediterranean landscapes, a plant with curious botanical connections, and also a symbol of the ancient underworld. It reminds us to notice those lesser-known plants, as they can carry stories far older than ourselves. So, thank you for joining me for this field note. Until next time, I hope you find wonder in the small things growing around you.